Have you ever read a book? Have you ever watched a TV show? Have you ever watched a movie? Have you ever talked to another human being? In every situation I just drew your attention to, you are certain to have noticed a few interesting characters. Now, all you need to do is steal them. Right now, you already have between 25 to 50 fully fleshed out, unique and interesting NPCs just waiting there in your head that you can use today. Alter or change their name, change their clothing, change their species, change their profession, change whatever distinguishing traits and characteristics necessary so your players don't immediately catch on. Then insert that person into your game.
I am Lothar of the Hill People.
I am Tyler of the T-Birds.
I am Org of the Bog People.
I am She-Beast, ruler of Courts of Clay.
And this doesn't have to be limited to residents of a community, though this is where you'll get the most out of it. You can also use this for your monsters in your dungeons. You ever see an old TV show called The Odd Couple? Basically, two guys living together. One was a slob and the other was a neat freak. They argued a lot, but they worked through their problems together, and much hilarity ensued. Well, what if those two were ogres living in a cave? Or better yet, what if they were the different heads of an Etten? I want you to start making a list of characters from your favorite TV shows and movies. Make a few notes, maybe even just some adjectives. Briefly describe what makes that person interesting to you, then give them a visual makeover. Make a new name based on mixing up the letters of the original. Use your inspiration to create an entirely new name. Even use an online name generator if needed. Be sure to include the name of the original character in your notes so you can easily remember, and your new NPCs are ready to meet your players. After you've done that, you're ready to go. But if you're feeling inspired and want some more, then you can develop your new NPC further with these tips. For a truly unique character, you could combine traits. You can take characteristics from multiple characters and combine them into one NPC. You could create a master list of common character tropes and give them unexpected twists. Turn the classic hero into an anti-hero, or transform a typical villain into a sympathetic character with a tragic backstory.
Don't all villains have tragic backstories?
I personally enjoy fusing characters from different genres into my fantasy world. For example, what if a futuristic alien space explorer found themselves stranded in a medieval realm? How would they adapt? What skills would they bring? And what if the character was an illithid, more intent on learning than destroying? What if that illithid had been in hibernation and lost in deep space for so long it didn't even know it was supposed to be evil? If you're looking for very memorable NPCs, the kind your players will immediately take interest in, for better or worse, then add some quirky habits or behaviors. What if the Zoe Deschanel pixie girl were an actual pixie encountered while traveling to their next adventure? The pixie might mean well, but keeps getting in the way. Consider developing your most important NPCs with a peculiar way of speaking, an obsession with collecting strange artifacts, or an irrational fear of a specific person, place, or thing. Then you might consider personal connections. One of the PCs in my group learned that he was named after an uncle who both the player and the character never knew existed. Why was that uncle kept a secret? Why did that uncle go into hiding? This opened up so many interesting avenues, and when your players are brainstorming among themselves about that mystery, feel free to secretly steal their best ideas. When they eventually learn the secret was something they had previously guessed, they'll feel like a genius, and you'll become their favorite DM.
Groovy.
And now with this amazing list of NPCs that you've just thought of, consider linking some of them through relationships and conflicts. Perhaps two NPCs share a secret past and are bitter rivals. These connections can add depth to the game world and provide opportunities for plot twists. And of course, no matter what you do, remember to keep good records and notes about these NPCs so they can evolve over time. I find it enjoyable to have my players meet one of their future adversaries, someone defined to be a major rival, near the start of the campaign, perhaps even serving briefly as an ally to the players. But something happens, and they become bitter enemies, made worse by the fact this adversary might know some of the weaknesses and powers of the player's characters. And it's just as easy as that. You now have the tools you need to give life to your adventures. And remember to use these tips in-game whenever you need to improvise on the spot. Your players will be amazed at how prepared you are for even their wildest dalliances. As always, I'm Atten here at We Love TTRPGs, and I hope you'll show your support by liking this video, and in the comments be sure to mention any tips you have that might be useful for others creating NPCs. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.